What's up, guys? Jacob Ober here. Welcome to another episode of BuckTalk, and in this episode we'll be discussing Milwaukee's bounce-back victory on the second night of a back-to-back, this time over the San Antonio Spurs. They win by a final score of 135 to 129. This was an offensive explosion by both teams. It was really, really fun to watch. Maybe the most entertaining game of the year thus far. I mean, this game was just magic. It was so fun to see these two teams trade blows down the end, towards the end of the game. The Bucks, however, did not really play a great game coming into the fourth quarter. In fact, in the fourth quarter, they were down by 11 points to the Spurs, but the Bucks were able to come back. There was a really gutsy performance, a really gutsy victory. Malcolm Brogdon hit the dagger three with, I believe, 8.4 seconds to go to give the Bucks a 5-point lead, and that was pretty much closed the book. So Marcus Aldridge got called for an over and back the next possession, and that was it for the Bucks. Or for the Spurs, I should say. So this was an incredible victory for the Bucks, one that you like to see them, play wire to wire, but regardless, a victory is a victory, and on the second night of a back-to-back, especially after a really draining loss against the Spurs the Suns last night, to come out and virtually do the same thing as they did last night, except come out with the victory tonight, it was pretty impressive, to say the least. And the key to the comeback tonight, I think, was Giannis's free throw shooting. He was really good from the line tonight. He was 16 of 20. There was a stretch where he was 10 for 10. He was the key to the comeback. He finished with 34 points. On the other end, for the Spurs, DeMar DeRozan finished with 34 points of his own. And the Spurs were shooting really, really good. I'd like to see the percentages, but they were making some really, really tough shots, shots that you wouldn't really expect them to make. But the Bucks, they matched them blow for blow, and in the end, they came out on top with the victory. So the next game for the Bucks, they're going to be playing Charlotte on Monday in Charlotte on the road. The Bucks' 6-game homestand comes to an end. They finish 4-2. A couple of losses in there to Memphis and to the Suns that you'd think the Bucks should have been able to win, but both of them came down to the wire. And one thing I noticed is that this Bucks team, if you're going to beat them, you're going to have to bring them down to the wire. You're going to have to make it a close game towards the end, because you're not going to blow them out. At times they might look sluggish, but there is always going to be a point in the game where they have a lot of energy and they're playing with a lot of intensity. Whether that be when they start out the game or when they finish the game or some point in the middle, they're always going to have a stretch during the game where they're going to have a run that they go on, and you're going to have to withstand that. And the Bucks are really, really good at holding those runs until the final few minutes and just coming out on top like this. Really impressive victory tonight. A lot of energy expended. Hopefully the Bucks can rest up tomorrow and get ready for Charlotte on Monday. But this is a really gutsy performance, a gutsy win, really high-scoring win as well. And hopefully the Bucks can go back at it on Monday and beat the Charlotte Hornets on the road. After that, I believe they come back home on Wednesday to face the Bulls, and then next Saturday they'll be in Madison Square Garden to take on the Knicks. So, anyways, guys, that's all I have to say about the game tonight. It was a really entertaining game, maybe the most entertaining of the year. I was on the edge of my seat for those final few minutes. Really, really entertaining basketball. Hope to see more of it as the season goes on. So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll have my Packers reactions after the game tomorrow night, and also my highlights and analysis immediately following that. So, until then, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.